Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to presentation about legal protection against victims of sexual harassment. First of all, I will to introduce my group members. My name is Safa Lailatul Maghfirah and my friend.
My name is Yanlima Narisma Tanzania.
My name is Sananta Ditya Amanda.
Okay, first of all, I will to explain about sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is a alleged issue as a conversation among citizens. Violence is an act that is contrary to using the law, either in the form of threatening action or action that have designated concerted action that cause physical damage, object, or also result in the death of person. Sexual violence is a violence committed by a person using coercive means to have unwanted sexual intercourse. Various forms of violence, including in violence of human rights, crime of president against humanity, form of discrimination must be eliminated. According to data that has been collected by the Minister of Women Empowerment and Child Protection, it has been recorded that cases of sexual violence in 2000 and 2020 were at 2,191 cases. Meanwhile, as of June 2021, from the online information system for the protection of women and children, cases of sexual violence in 2021 have reached 1,902 cases. National Commission on Violence Against Women 2021. Until now, there are still very many sexual violence in Indonesia that has been felt by minors. This can be seen from the news of both print and electronic media in Indonesia, which still provide information related to sexual violence. Cases of child sexual abuse, both physically and physically, have always been a hot topic of conversation, both at the national and international level. In 2013, the United Nations Development Program, then the United Nations for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women, the United Nations Fund for Population Activity, and the United Nations Volunteer conducted a study and found that 19%, the approximately 10,000 men they interviewed in Asia Pacific claim to have raped the partner. Okay, this can explain my friend Yangi Mandarisma.
The problem of sexual violence has often had her in the earth of Indonesian society. However, Indonesian law has not fully provided strict legal consequences for perpetrators and protection for victims. Few cases of sexual assault have been brought to justice. This is due to the fear of victims to report to the authorities due to the bad stigma by the community against victims of sexual violence. Not infrequently, the media covers news about the victim side, which is the cases of sexual violence. For example, the victim wears open clothes, the victim who goes out at night, the victim goes alone, which can make the perpetrator look apart. The formulation contained in the criminal code, broadly speaking, the classification of sexual violence is divided into adultery, copulation, obscenity, pornography, regarding sexual violence or sexual harassment is not clearly regulated in the criminal code. The criminal code only regulates crimes against decency. This crime against decency is regulated in Chapter 16, Book 2 of the Criminal Code. In accordance with the provision in Law Number 23 of the 2002 concerning child protection, Article 591 of the government obligation is to provide special protection to economically or sexually exploited children. Child victim of the prostitution business, but is online prostitution or can be categorized as sexually. Next. Exploited children so that the government is obligated, if the cases of online prostitution is the victim of a male prostitution who is forced to be consumed by pedophiles, then online prostitution is related to sexual violence against children to provide special protection. For MTO, relies to success of law enforcement in eradicating in the rampant cases of sexual violence crimes. Serious coordination is needed both from the police apparatus, the prosecutor apparatus, and judge hakim in the court. With the implementation of law number 23 of 2002 about child protection is one of the steps to provide protection for Indonesian children. Especially related to the issue is pedophilia, because the law generally guarantees the fulfillment of the right of children so that they can grow and develop, as well as participate optimal in accordance with the dignity of humanity, as well as get protection and violence, the form of legal protection for children as victims and is based on law number 11 of 2012 concerning the uniform justice system, safety guarantees, both physical, mental, and social.
Although the police has not touched and favored the victim and the recovery of the physical, the state has begun to care and concentrate on how to tackle sexual crimes, especially for children. The state must release the principle of equality before law, has an effort to protect the population and children. This principle is very important as an effort to fulfill the basic right of children so that they do not become a victim of sexual crimes, and also an effort to protect the dignity of forgiving. This is because society puts women and children is in a special position, because women's children are the hope of the nation. Hope of the nation. How can the country develop if women and children are damaged and discriminated against? Therefore, society asks the state to be able to listen to aspiration for the protection of children and abuse in Indonesia, which is a potential for sexual crimes. Legal protection efforts for victim must be comprehensive and integrated with each other, namely providing education or reproductive health, religious values, and morality. Victim get social rehabilitation in their and for environment including obtaining psychosocial facilities in order to treat and recover victims of sexual crimes, including providing protection in the law enforcement process of their cases at all levels of examination from the police, prosecutors, until the courts. There are many weaknesses in protesting child victims of sexual crimes. In this case, cases of obscenity that are not in accordance with the principles of the law that have been regulated, as in the law enforcement process, victim process protection efforts, both during the investigation process to the judicial process. The victim's right to get rehabilitation has not been maximized. This is because the state has not maximized the rehabilitation process for victims. The state focus only on the perpetrator to be entangled with criminal sanction. Even though rehabilitation is something important for victims to recover the victim's psychology due to the sexual crimes recovered by the victim.
Okay, I would like continue from Ananda this week conclusion. The conclusion is regulation of protection of sexual victim regulated in the 1945 Constitution, the Criminal Code Law 13(4) of 2014 concerning child protection, Law number 13 of 2009 concerning the protection of witnesses and victims, Law number 11 of 2012 concerning the juvenile justice system, Law number 39 of 1999 concerning human rights and law, number 23 of 2004 concerning the elimination of domestic violence. Legal protection for victims has not been maximized both in the process of investigation, prosecution, and in court. The legal protection that the government needs to do is to facilitate victims to get justice in front of the law by providing free consultation facility with psychologists and financing visum that is not charged to victims of sexual crimes. The government must ensure that victims of sexual violence receive complete legal protection in accordance with the mandate of the 1945 Constitution and several regulations governing the legal protection of victims of sexual crimes so that victims get free facilitate and access to resolve cases easily. Law enforcement is given a special budget for victims, especially conducting free consultation of psychologists and visum as a part of the rights of victims of sexual crime. Okay, this presentation about sexual harassment. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.